Hello, and welcome to today's trending contract. Kill order 2-11-406-1267-34, set in Miami and supplied to us today by unitysd1. So with no briefing, we'll move straight on to our targets, and today we have 3 of them along with 1 objective. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the waiter, and we'll be bringing with us a vial of lethal poison and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to make our way out of the driver's lounge and the driver's lounge area entirely, and across the paddock over to the Kowloon motorhome, and in here we will find an unattended bottle of beer. So we're going to use the crowds to avoid the enforcer guards patrolling up and down in that area. We're going to add our lethal poison to the green bottle of beer on the counter here, and then move away to the edge of the motorhome just as our first target arrives, and he will drink that bottle of beer, and he will find out why you do not leave your drinks unattended in a public place. So target number 1 has now been dealt with, and we are going to move on to target number 2. And target number 2 is currently asleep on the rooftop of the Pink Hotel. Now we can go a number of ways here. I'm going to go through the Kronstadt motorhome, as we don't have a lockpick, so we can't go past the toilets, and the red carpet area is a trespassing zone. But this area we can easily navigate once the enforcer lady has moved away. So once she goes back to tend the bar, we can make our way behind her and out through the door and into the medical area. And around here we will find, just by the front of the Pink Hotel, a crowbar. That's going to come in very handy. And then we're going to make our way around the side of the medical center. We're just going to use the ambulance here for cover while the patrolling medic moves over to the gurney there. And we're going to make our way behind him and around to the rear of the Pink Hotel, where we will find, amongst other things, a route to the roof. So we're just going to go through the gates here. We're going to use our crowbar on this gate. We have our silenced pistol already selected. We're just going to make our way up the stairs all the way to the very tippy top, where our target is currently asleep. Now we can't see him over the air conditioning unit unless we stand on this pallet, and then we will have just enough height to get a nice clean shot off on the sleeping bodyguard. With him down, we're now going to make our way to the far end of the roof, where we will now have a nice elevated view of our final target, who is one of the Kronstadt mechanics, and he is out in the Kronstadt pit area. So we're just going to shoot that fire drum just right there, or the oil drum. That will get our target's attention, and when he goes over to investigate, we can drop another bullet or 2 to ignite the fuel. Now depending on where this target is, he may be leaning against a wall, at which point you could detonate the propane cylinder directly behind him. But he was moving away from the wall, so we used the oil drum. So with all of our targets now dealt with, all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and we have to make our way back down to the ground floor and around the back of the Pink Hotel to the awaiting sewer exit, as we have a crowbar on us. So there we go, one more trending contract taken care of, and once we get out through the sewers and meet the turtles, we will get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We met our objective and we got a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.